Minecraft worlds come in all shapes and sizes, which is why it's so interesting when an update comes out to see how people will alter those worlds. It's been just over a week since 1.19 came out, as I'm recording this at least, and I'd love to see how people have immediately integrated the new update into their world. Are they going to be brand new big things? Is it going to be noticeable at all? Let's find out as I tour your worlds and I give you my honest opinions about what I think. So this world uses a very slight texture pack. I like that it looks vanilla enough, but you can clearly tell something's going on, and you can also tell the world was generated in 2019, making this world almost exactly 3 years old. What have they done in those 3 years? Let's find out right now, today. So we're going to go to the Temple of Nice, mostly because, I mean, I like looking at nice builds, right? So let's see what they've got. It says, please don't unleash bones, but just a reminder, these are copies of worlds we're playing, so we can totally steal someone's skeleton horse. I don't think it's a particularly fast way to get around, but I just kind of like that I can break the rules, because again, this is a copy, this isn't their real thing. And also, wow, the Temple of Nice is in honor of the great toycat. That's me. They're being nice to me here. Stand here and check your court. Oh, I see. You know, it's very juvenile, I'd have to admit, but you know what? That's fun enough, I guess. It is very nice. I guess you could say that is true. Anyway, so we're gonna look around the rest of the actual world. You know, putting a little bit of effort into something dumb like that means they probably put lots of effort into other dumb things that aren't like that. And let's see what those are. Look at the way this horse jumps. You let go of the button and then like a half second later, it happens. It's so weird playing on laggy worlds with horses because they just don't work correctly. But yeah, this is quite a sizable world. I don't see any 1.19 blocks yet, but I am excited to look around it and see what they've built because it looks like a really leafy, I don't know, Italian vineyard or something. It looks like they're going for a delightful, you know, kind of naturey vibe that people would like. And so let's give it a peek around, shall we? So you can see they have quite an affinity for updates. When the Buzzy Bees update came out, they built this giant beehive. When the Never update came out, I'm guessing at least, they built the Never Burn, which is this deep underground... Oh, I love this use of lava. I wonder if we can get ourselves burnt in there if we try our best. But they've got this lovely lava use of, you know, water lava mechanics to make a fun thing happen that lead to this whole dark skull area down underground. But... oh, they've even built a Never map. I don't think they've built this. I think they've modded this in or whatever. But they made a Never map, which is really cool. And, you know, it's got like... it shows you how to get around to get to all of the wonderful things in their world. However, probably wasn't updated for 1.19. So let's see what they did for the Wild update. If they built this for the Never update, what have they built for the Wild one? We'll find it. I seriously can't get over how much I love this staircase. I love clever design where you make things that look like they shouldn't work. And that's like top of my list as far as things that I find fun. This jungle is just way too busy. I think sometimes people get far too caught up in the idea that every single block needs to have something, and you just get these messes of vegetation. I think sometimes it's fine just to have a few big builds to focus on, and then your details, like these mushrooms on the trees, can shine a lot better when you're not overwhelmed by lanterns and flowers and grass and all of that stuff. Maybe that's just me, though. I think everyone likes to build that way, but I disagree with it. They've got a whole section of their world for automated farms. I think in real terms, this is actually impractical, because you want your auto farms to be running while you're doing other things. But also, I guess if they use too much, you know, if they lower your frame rate, you might like putting them in the corner. I like the look of it from a distance. They're all pretty compact, and they seem to be doing their own thing. I think it's weird seeing the bamboo rendering like that. But still, it's a nice enough looking place with a lovely water mountain. But I think that's going to be the edge of the world. So where's the 1.19? The whole point was there was a new update that came out. I want to see it in your world, friends. I mean, you got a lovely mountain that you built a staircase to. In fact, you can tell they built this mountain based on how like wacky the design is on that. So you built a mountain, you built a staircase to it, but you didn't build anything wild. That's wild. Yeah, I have to say, beautiful world to look around, but, you know, it kind of feels like they missed the brief here, which is fine. I mean, there's a lot of fun things that I'm glad I got to see. They have like there's a house inside of the bee's butt if you really want to go in there. I can't make it in without an elytra, but otherwise, yeah, this was a great world. You know, maybe they just sent it in a bit too early, and they figured they'd change the title, and that I'd look around anyway. And you know what? They were right. So I'm the real idiot here. And I do have to say, I like the way the gardens are laid out. I like the way the a lot of the stuff is built. There's some really pretty designs and builds and stuff. I'm not massively fond of the texture pack. I think that, I think in vanilla this could have looked great. But otherwise, yeah, it's wonderful. Even using minecart chests and as a way to move up all of the stuff from down there. In fact, what is this with all the hoppers or cauldrons or whatever? It's very fascinating seeing the way people undertake big projects in their world. But it's important to either leave a little bit of a guide if someone is coming around your world for the first time, or to throw in some 1.19 things when there's a brand new update that just came out. You can't just pretend there's no wild update. That is the wildest thing I've heard all day. I like your house, though. Almost as much as I like the next realm, I assume. It might be terrible. So this next one is called Very Flat Toycat, and there's two ways this is going to go. It's a flat world, or they're making fun of one of my features. I'm not sure which yet. But yeah, they've got me a lovely chest with some cookies, some pumpkin pies, some chain armor, and a little book to guide me through here. So I'm going to skim this very quickly. Okay, so this is a Java edition super flat world, so they had villages from the get-go, but still, they've built this entirely from a flat world in survival, or so they claim, and I have no reason to disagree. Also, you can tell they're from the grand country of Malaysia. I mean, look at the Malaysian flag. Look at this. You'll see it matches up perfectly. I'm just kidding. We all know it's not the Malaysian flag. We all know it's the Liberian one instead. I've probably made that joke before, but I'm going to do it every time I see one of these. It's sad you can't make a more high-resolution flag banner. Anyway, so it's nighttime. I'm going to get some sleep in, and I'm going to spend all of tomorrow looking around this, because I like the look of this bank-style thing. Looks almost as good as the Bank of Toycat, I would say. But yeah, let's explore it in the morning. Oh, even using banners to make these little brick patterns on the side, I like that. It's a smart little thing to do. So I love that they've covered most of this world in these moss carpets. It takes a little bit of time to farm them all, but it makes for a really nice effect when you do. It really feels like they've terraformed even the base part of the world, and then they've also got all these dried kelp blocks. I don't think I've ever, I don't think I dried out my kelp to do this. Oh, because I don't have a furnace. Oh, I guess if they made it from Java, they're lucky enough that they can have furnaces running. Are these furnaces? No, these are torches. But they are lucky enough that they can have those running. So maybe they're taking full advantage and they're flexing on me. And I guess I don't hate that too much. So yeah, we've got a lot of interesting things going on here, like these kelp walls and whatnot. But I'm here today to look around for the most interesting things, including the fake brick wall, including, ooh, what's going on down here? There's a sheep trapped, and there's a lovely tunnel. Oh my god, look at this mountain. They have really built something amazing over here, huh? And it's got like lots of moss blocks mixed in, some dirt blocks, some greenery. It's quite good. I like places with a view like this because they give you a real feel for the whole world. However, you know what? Besides the mud bricks I think I saw, yeah, I think that they built their roof out of mud bricks, so I'll give them that. It's not too 1.19. Honestly, I think this is the thing you're going to have with every Minecraft update, is most of the blocks that exist, an increasing number, because if an update adds the same number of blocks, now the total addition to the game is getting smaller and smaller. So I think the fact that even they could make their whole roofs out of these mud bricks. I saw some mangrove wood in a chest earlier, and, I actually, wait, those aren't mud bricks. That's jungle wood. I'm just dumb. Never mind. You know what? Ignore me. There's no mud. There's no 1.19 anywhere here. Okay, here are the mud bricks. They've been covered in buttons to stop spawning. They built a desert well. Oh, they've got Minecraft's best structure. Okay, we're back on. And then they've got a fake brick wall over here. Which, it's impressively fake. Who would know that this is fake? Not me, that's for sure. This is their animal farm. I think it's very intense, but I like that they did something unique with it. Lots of red, lots of blue, lots of white. I guess because they wanted to make their American flags. Power to them, I guess. And then also, you can see over here, their ludicrously sized wheat farm. I like the mixing of wheat and carrots for this yellow-green effect. It works quite well. I think you could go in like a checkerboard pattern and make it better, but it would be so nightmarish to farm. And then finally, to round out the new blocks, we've got Mangrove Leafs or roots or whatever they're called. We got a chest boat chilling above some random mud. This whole house right here, look at this. Ooh, we got a barrel with some packed ice in it. Someone's been trading with the Wandering Trader, clearly. It's, yeah, honestly, I think this is one of the messiest Superflats I've seen. But the mountain's good enough that it makes up for all of it. And the bank is a real nice building. It's just very condensed together otherwise. Like, too crowded on the eyes. I guess I've got a preference for, like, more spacing. Oh, look, there's the same Wandering Trader. Hey, buddy, what are you going to offer me today? I'll give you a clue. You're going to give me something, or you're going to... Oh. I thought it would take more than 5 hits to kill him, so my threats could be better timed. Anyway, yeah, it was a fun world. I love that I have ender pearls to look around it, should I really want to. It's just something so satisfying about doing this in a super flat world that I haven't been able to take advantage of yet, but I love that you have. And also, there were 1.19 blocks everywhere. Look at this. Mud brick blocks mixed in with buttons. It looks terrible, but, I mean, I'm glad you tried. Speaking of trying, that'll definitely land on the roof, right? Eh, no, oh, no. Okay, one more time. That's gotta land on the roof. Please, please. I'm desperate. Okay, no. That's a good end to this world. This world is called Toycat is Good, Toycat is Life, but it looks pretty vanilla besides from a couple of bridges they've made. So I'm gonna hope that it's all explained and there's just an area we have to go to, which this lovely lectern might help me out with. Hi, I'm Patrick. Today I'll be your tour guide. I like the tone of voice they're talking in here. Let's see what's going on here. Oh my god, there's 17 pages of rambling. This isn't what are you doing to me? This is terrible. Okay, so I'm just gonna pretend I read all of that, and instead I'm gonna use my lovely tools which I've been given, some of which aren't even fully broken, by the way, and I'm gonna go look around and see what the world has to offer me, I guess. Might be fun. I don't have an elytra, I just have these boots, but they've got Frostwalker on, so I should be able to... Well, that didn't work, did it? It freezes above your head, so you get trapped underwater, which is maybe not so smart. Yeah, let's go look around. Let's see what's happening. It's been so long since I used Frostwalker. It's one of those enchantments we were sure would be an amazing feature, but that you just kind of forget about once you stop using. You know, it's a feature that sounds better than it is as a feature, right? Oh, it's creative. What am I even doing with my life? Let's go look around and see what's happening. Yeah, there's some nice infrastructure projects going on here. There's a nice start to a world. Look at these pumpkins surrounding one of the things. I like that so much for reasons I can't even fully explain. Oh, someone made a house here. Okay, I don't like that. You've got bad taste living under a bridge. I'm just saying, Kylie, if this is what you're doing in Minecraft, I'm concerned for what you're doing in 5 years. Anyway, if you look around the rest of this world, you can see that, ooh, isn't it interestingly put together? Aren't there so many great things? No, you know what? This is failing the test of interesting after 1.19. And so instead what we're going to look at, right after flying down under here, instead what we're going to be looking at is... Ooh, okay, you know, yeah, there's loads of real nice infrastructure. There's someone on this world who likes building nice bridges, and everyone else is letting the team down. I have to say, you're disappointing me, and you're disappointing yourselves, really. You can do better than this, I know you. Okay, so I tried to load into this world earlier, and I just got so irritated by it being nighttime, and them insisting I play survival when they didn't. Like, you know, you've got polished, you got the hardened deep slate. You're not fooling me into thinking this is your SMP world. That you play solely in survival. But, yeah, it says do not mess with spawn machine or the world spawn. It's still under construction. Let's look around. Let's see what they have to offer. I mean, clearly, if they're using creative, they have much better access to 1.19 things. So I'm curious to see what they've built with it so far. First of all, TP Center. Oh, okay. So why can't I use creative if we have a literal teleporting location? See, they're using these hardened deep slates just to make entrances, and I'm not sure that's the best use for them. I feel like there's so many ways you could do it otherwise. So we've got lots of places we can go to. We can go to Mystic Land of Magic, the USSR. Wait, what? The USSR? Well, I mean... Is the USSR just one intersection with some traffic lights and then nothing else forever? Is that what that country is to you? I mean, I guess there's a flag for it over there. Yeah, this is by far the worst of what you could do. They went this far out and they flattened a whole area, and then they didn't know what to do with it besides build roads. Everyone knows how to build roads. We've got these little lane dividers. Look how thick the lane dividers are compared to the size of the cars. You got a car-sized lane divider. That doesn't make any sense. Also, do roads even look like this in the Soviet Union? I don't know if they do. Actually, that's a good question. How do roads look in the Soviet Union? Okay, here's something fascinating I found while looking into it. Apparently, even in modern-day Moscow, like Russia, not the USSR, modern-day capitalist-ish Russia, there's something called a ZIL lane, which is a dedicated road for senior government officials. And the Kremlin controls the lights, so they're always going the right way. And so there's a dedicated lane, look at this, just for carrying government officials around the city. You know how there's like HOV lanes or bus lanes or whatever else? They have senior government official lanes, and I think that's hilarious, personally. I think... Also, you can see, look, there's white going down the gaps here, but the middle isn't yellow, like the median, as they call it in America, isn't yellow. It's also white, it's just solid white versus dashed light. So I'm just saying, if we go back, you know, using our primary source material, we go back to the world, and what you'll find is, ooh, yeah, actually not very accurate. The yellow line, are we in the USSR, or are we in the United States? The road markings tell me we're in the latter. And, yeah, this didn't have anything to do with the wild update, but I'm glad we looked it up. Honestly, you know, that's a good summary for this round review so far. Oh, there's a teleport back, thank God. Okay, we can actually go look at something else. Because something I just need to see what's going on is boat racist. What does that mean? What is a boat racist? Built by John Sven. Oh, it's just, oh, boat races. Oh. I love going for racists with my friends around the go-kart track. You know, I love a little bit of, you know, like I watch Formula 1. I love the racism I'm seeing where you don't know who's going to win till the end. Yeah, that's my favorite type of racism. Can I say that in a YouTube video? Nah, probably not. This next one's looking pretty quaint so far. We got a lovely bridge over a high river. It's like an unnaturally high-looking river, but I guess this is just how they look after 1.18. And we've got a clear spawn... Oh no, that's not a spawn. I don't know what that is. We've got a clear house over here, which we can use to rest and look around the world tomorrow. We've got a lot of... we've got spore blossoms, you can tell from the green particles everywhere. So this is someone who keeps up to date with their new update blocks. But what about the newest update blocks? We'll find out, won't we? Yeah, I can't find anywhere to sleep. You know, I'm just saying, it's all great having chests and happy dispensers everywhere in your world. But if you don't have somewhere for your boy to rest, then what's the point in any of it? That's all I'm saying. Still haven't found anywhere to sleep. I found this really nice orange stained glass tunnel. You can see that they're in the progress of building, or the process of building this, because of the, they've only placed down the powered rails. It's funny, for some people getting the powered rails is way easier, for some people getting the regular rails is, and it's kind of fun to see the balance between them. But yeah, we're gonna find something around here, I hope. They really love their orange, I do have to say. I mean, it's a nice dye, it's very easy to get, you just need bone meal to, you know, like, get it happening. But, yeah, I just feel as though you need more than orange to make a decent world. Also, this must be a village based on the defenses they have going on here. How do you get into it? You just take the front gate. That's fine, I guess. It's well fortified, but it's got a clear weakness in those defenses. But that's not the problem, as long as we can find somewhere to sleep. And if villagers live here, then they need beds, right? So let's go take one of their beds. Ah, perfect. See, I know my stuff. If you see a place well fortified, you know that's someone who's had a bad experience of villagers that they're trying not to relive. Yeah, this is really cool. Most people use super efficient villager housing mechanics. I like that this village feels alive. It feels like they took a village and they made it much, much, much nicer. Like they built it how they like it to be themselves, while still retaining the feel of being where villagers actually live. But yeah, I'm going to go through the Nether and see if maybe I can find more stuff in there. Okay, this is one of the most confusing Nether designs I've seen, but it looks really cool. The blue, or the cyan, or whatever it is, mixed with the orange, mixed with the white, it works so well, especially given that over here there is what I'm guessing is a Guardian farm. G for Guardian, F for farm, and then these Guardian banners just to really confirm it. I like that, and then if we look up above everything, we have a material. So gravel that way, don't really need gravel. Trees that way, I don't know if I need those. Oh, I guess this is a Never hub that's in progress. I love the idea otherwise. You know what? Really great idea. A little bit let down by the execution. But still, I love the way they've made this space work. It feels nevery, but it also changes color as we go along. So very fun. It's nice. It's not 1.19-ish yet, though. You know, honestly, I guess a week isn't enough to build things. I think this is one of the fun realizations, is when an update comes out, you want to play with everything as quick as you can, but if you want to make something big and impressive, it takes some time to pull it together, I guess. So, we're gonna hop out of this world. Oh, good God, what have I joined? There's a temporary lockdown in the server. Oh, how did... See, this is... Has Minecraft gone too far when they allow this to exist? Some would say yes. It always is fun to look around your long-term survival worlds, and so, for the wild update, it seems clear that the use of the blocks and working into your builds is going to take its time. For the easy, short-term, you know, like this isn't a big deal things, sure you can do it in the first weeks, but also the sign still works even when it's above a chest that you open, or a shulker box. That's so weird. But, yeah, it's clear to me that the premise is much harder to integrate into these worlds when you're spending days and hours and months and years and weeks and minutes working on a build. It's much harder, you know, to work in some new things into that than it is when it's a short-term thing. If you're starting a brand new world, I think the appeal that people have is you can make 100% of your stuff new, whereas when your world looks like whatever this is meant to be, it's much harder to make that exact same effect. And so, I'm going to hop in this boat and I'm going to see what it has to offer. But I think it's reasonable to expect that, besides having very ugly, by the way, boat railings. No, my boat. I think it's reasonable to expect that, yeah, it takes some time to replace something like this with a new block. And do you want to replace it, or do you want to build something new? And if you're going to build something new, you want to make sure that it's something good, that it fits. So build something small, maybe write a sign, then you can explore. You know, maybe I won't do that. Maybe I can't. But yeah, to round out this video, Minecraft worlds are as rare and unique as desert wells, sometimes. And ultimately that means you have to... ultimately that means that it's hard to make them change, because just because there's a new thing in town, it's gonna make... you know, it's gonna be the most exciting thing to talk about, and in some cases to look at, but it's not gonna be the thing that people mix into their worlds that they have these deep connections to, because it's gonna take some time to change something like that. The bigger something gets, the slower it is to change. And I think that's I think I realized through that, the reason why some people like, you know, like flipping into new worlds all the time. It's because they like this opportunity to start something from scratch, and, you know, really have a bigger change over the entire shape of it. Or maybe I'm crazy, and I just wanted to see some... Oh, wow, this is really cool looking. Maybe I'm crazy, maybe I just like seeing weird mine designs, and maybe I just want to see some wild update stuff. I guess I'll go build it myself then. I look forward to seeing you in the future for that. By the way, I am going to be going back to the Deep Dark World. I've had enough likes on that video, support on that video, as well as comments saying, do you want to do some more? That I think I'm going to go back into my Deep Dark World. This has been my inspiration, and is it good inspiration? Maybe it's not. But you know what is good inspiration? The Furnace Castle on top of the hill there. I'm loving that. As much as I'm loving you, if you choose to like or subscribe to the video, thank you very much for watching it. I want to know what this does, by the way, also. Please put me out of my misery. What note block music is this? Oh, it's Sweden C418, but in note blocks. That is beautiful. I love it. Perfect thing to say goodbye on.